So, Sally Henderson, high stakes leadership mentor. Today's edition of Mentor in Your Pocket is going to be talking about a subject that can be amazingly polarizing. It's a subject that some people adore, some people over-index in it, to be honest, and some people run from the hills when you mention it. It's emotion. Emotion which we all have. At work, we're often asked to actually forget our emotions, to show up, to make tough decisions, to feel the fear and do it anyway, and lead. Well, yes, there's a need for that, but equally you are also human. You cannot deny that. And we're in a place of extremes in the world of work right now. Amazing highs when you win, really scary and deep lows when you lose. Whether that's a pitch, an acquisition, getting great talent, retaining talent, coming up with a good strategy. It is a world of extremes because there's no bandwidth, and there hasn't been bandwidth for a very long time. That causes an emotional drag on you, on your family, on your team, on your entire company, especially if you're not looking after yourself. Because emotion ripples, positive and negative, casting light, casting shade. So today's Mentor in Your Pocket, I want you to just come with me whilst we look at emotional calibration and how is it important and how to make it happen well for you. So emotional calibration, I think it's about just making sure you're running well. You know, I was describing to a lovely person this just today on a phone call going, I think I'm a bit shaking with the cadence of so much activity, which is great, but I'm aware of this and I want to make sure my emotions are protected so that the pace my business is currently working at fuels me, not overwhelms me. Is that happening to you? Are your emotions just sort of a little bit like that? Because either you've got a lot you have to achieve and it's not going well for you, or it's going so well for you, but gosh, how do you deliver? You know, they're all challenges in different ways. Go into your body. Here we are. How do we do it? Go into your body is what I would say first off. If you want to understand your emotion, what's going on for you, get connected. We live in a world where we're trained constantly to look at data, especially in the creative industry, marketing industry. Data. Your gut is data. How you're feeling, really, I call it the naked truth because it will always conquer, will be held in your physiology. I did a workshop yesterday with a great team of leaders, and at the end of it, we'd done some great work as a unit, and it really shifted the dial. And I think I surprised them when I said, can you just think about your bodies for a second? How are you literally feeling right now? And the chief people officer was brave and led the way and said, I'm feeling warm. You know, because literally I had a real warm feeling in my chest of like, this day's gone well. Emotional calibration comes from being in tune with your body. Are you holding stress? You know, where's it showing up? Going there and releasing. It also comes from understanding what do you even want emotionally from the workplace? Let me ask you this question. Have you ever stepped back and thought, what are the 3 to 5 emotions that I want to feel at work? As this amazing senior leader that I am, dealing with all this pressure and stress and challenge and opportunity, am I getting the emotional reward I want from all I'm putting in? Now, sadly, for a lot of leaders in this current climate, no, you're not. No one would write down, I'm going to become CEO or chief, whatever, and I want to be stressed, overwhelmed, physically exhausted, and thriving on nervous adrenaline. I'd like to see that leader who puts that as their rider emotionally. You want to be feeling however you want to feel. There's no right nor wrong. For some people, calm is an amazing asset to have emotionally. For others, it's energy or it's positive adrenaline. There's no right nor wrong, but just take a moment, 3 to 5 adjectives. How do you want to feel at work emotionally? Just emotionally. And now percentage weight them, because now you're going to get greater insights to what are your dominant emotional muscles. So just to recap, you want to feel your physiology. You want to get clear about the emotions that you want to feel at work and then check in, is that actually happening for you? And secondly, it's going to be really practical. You need a plan for your emotions. How do you let your emotions out? Who do you talk to? Where do you go to share? Now, it's not about therapy. For some people, it will be. That's fine. Not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about just day-to-day healthy management of your emotions. How do you do it? What's your plan? For me, I like to watch crap telly. Emotionally, that calms me. It's like chewing gum for the mind, as my sociology teacher told me for many years ago. I talk to my husband. He's a great emotional support for me. And do you know what else I do sometimes, especially after a great high, when I've emotionally been really invested in working with multi people, in a way day, for example, or something, I'll have a little cry. Now that might sound a bit crazy, and I don't mean a sob. I mean just a little cry, just to let emotion out, because then that recalibrates me. Because I've been holding some exciting tension in my body. It's normal. So what do you do? Have a think. Send me it. I'll work on it with you if you'd like me to. But don't ignore your emotions. If you want to be a high performance leader in high stakes situations, understand your emotions and get them calibrated, and know your clarity, how your body's informing you and what your plan is. Take care.